Good morning and welcome to Los Angeles. It's the third day of the around the world trip, and today I will fly the longest leg of the journey. I will fly to Taipei with China Airlines A350, and after a 10-hour layover in Taipei I will continue to Hong Kong on their 747, which I'm very much looking forward to as well. And yeah, it's quite a nice day here in Los Angeles. So you can see the mountains in the background are covered with snow. That's nice. If you haven't already seen it, yesterday I flew from London to Los Angeles on the 787 Dreamliner from Virgin Atlantic. So if you haven't already seen that, make sure to check it out before. And yeah, now let's head over to the check-in area and see if I can get a free row for myself. That would be nice on a 14-hour flight. I also just checked out the winds today, and as it looks like it will be a very slow flight to Taipei today because the jet stream is very strong in the other direction. So the aircraft here was traveling between 1,000 and 1,260 kilometers per hour. So the return flight will be like 700, 800 kilometers per hour, and on a distance like this one it will take us a very long time. So the flights actually take about 14 to 15 hours at some days. So yeah, let's see how I will survive my longest flight in economy class yet. And I hope you come along. So let's head over to the terminal. I have about 3.5 hours before departure, so should be no problem checking in and also checking out the Priority Pass lounge, which is from Korean Air, I guess. So let's see that.
Wait, all yeah, Paris. Oh, they changed 325 Jet Airways to Paris.
So that was pretty quick. Got my boarding passes for the two flights. The one to Hong Kong afterwards also. And now I'm heading to the security check. And then let's find the Priority Pass lounge. The Korean Air Lounge in the Tom Bradley International Terminal is the only Priority Pass lounge there, and sadly it's only open from 11 AM to 5 PM, so if you come outside these times they will not accept Priority Pass there. The lounge itself is pretty big, and the food offering could be a little bit better. There were a few cold options like sushi and some sandwiches, as well as some hot dishes, chicken wings and potatoes, fried rice, and on the other side there were also some instant soups and also fresh fruit and vegetables next to the drink selection, which was pretty good. After having lunch in the lounge, it was finally time to go to the gate and see one of the most beautiful aircraft, the A350, and this flight actually was one of the most anticipated in this year because the cabin design of the A350 of China Airlines is very nice, as we will see in a second.
那请金卡、企业卡、中华航空联名预习卡、联海联盟精英会员以及豪华经济舱的旅客登机，谢谢。Now we would like to invite go corporate China Airport business to our orders and starting the
Boarding my longest flight yet, 14.5 hours to Taipei. Hello.
Please, wait please.
Thank you. Welcome aboard the China Airlines Airbus A350. This is the premium economy class in the forward section behind the business class with 31 seats in a 2-3-2 configuration. And right behind it is the economy class in a standard 3-3-3 configuration with a total of 243 seats. And hopefully now you can see why I meant this is a beautiful cabin. I mean, this wood design is very unique and I like it a lot. I reserved this seat 51K, a window seat on this 14-hour long flight. And thanks to my SkyTeam Silver status, I was one of the first persons to board this aircraft. Let's have a look around the seat. The legroom was actually quite good. I am 1.76 meters tall and I had plenty of space for my legs. Under the seat there are 2 universal power outlets per row. And there's a seat pocket which leaves some space for your stuff. The tray table was foldable and clean and pretty sturdy. Above that you will find the safety card and some magazines. And above that is the in-flight entertainment screen, which is not the biggest but has a good resolution. And below that you can find the USB port and headphone jack. The headrest is movable in height and also foldable, which is nice for sleeping. Also, China Airlines provided a free blanket and pillow on each seat. The recline was also pretty generous.
Photoshop. This was long. Yeah. Because it was showing.
As we climb out of Los Angeles heading to Taipei, let's have a look at the world map, because it's a pretty darn long flight. The distance will be 11,200 kilometers or 6,960 miles, and it will take us exactly 14 hours today at an altitude of 36,000 to 38,000 feet later on. About 1 hour into the flight attendant served the first snack and drinks, and I decided to go for some tomato juice and apple juice. Nearly 2 hours into the flight, the first meal was served. There was a choice between two meals, and I decided to go for the chicken and spaghetti option, or the chicken and noodle option, and it was pretty plain, I'd say. The catering from the US is not known for being the most flavorful, I'd say. Next to it there was a small piece of chocolate, a bottle of water, a few pieces of fresh fruit, and some potato salad, a refreshing towel, a bun with butter, and some drinks of your choice. I went for some Coke, some plastic cutlery, and that's it for the first meal of this flight. The portion size was actually okay, but the taste could have been better. The in-flight entertainment system on board was pretty good. It offered a lot of movies, games, TV shows, and also music, so it was pretty enjoyable during these 14 hours. As you might can guess from this shot, every seat is occupied, so the flight is fully booked, at least in economy class. And what I just noticed while editing, they were actually playing music inside the lavatory, which I hope is not copyrighted. The lavatory was very clean, modern looking, but it had no special amenities inside. With 10 hours to go, I decided it was time to get some rest, because I still have 3 flights after this one today, excluding the 10-hour and 6-hour layovers, each in Taipei and one in Hong Kong. So it's going to be a long day, and after I woke up again, we were already flying over Tokyo. And as you can see here in this shot, we are only flying at 655 kilometers per hour, which is very slow. Strangely, the next meal was served 3 hours before landing, which is unusual, and in between there was no service at all, which is kind of strange. The breakfast option was hot also, again chicken with noodles, which is not very diverse. On the side they served some yogurt, a bun with butter, again a towelette, coffee or tea, and a banana with again plastic cutlery on the side. Like I said, it's basically the same meal as before, just with a different side. As we approach the airport of Taipei, Taiwan, let me tell you about the ticket price I paid for this one-way ticket from Los Angeles to Taipei to Hong Kong, which is a 14-hour flight and then a 1.5-hour flight. I paid 485 euros or $530, which is an okay price in my opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. Cabin crew adjusting park.
So you want inside?
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Taipei. That was the 14.5-hour long flight in economy class and I feel pretty good. I mean, from the 10-hour mark to the 3-hour mark I slept most of the way, which was good. So now I'm fresh for the 10-hour layover here before my flight to Hong Kong leaves, and yeah, let's see which lounge of Priority Pass I can visit here. There are 2 terminals and I'm not sure which one I'm in yet. So let's find out.
Is departing for Terminal 1. Please hold the handrail firmly.
So I just changed the terminals to get to the lounge, which is open 24 hours and has the shower. So just heading there, and the security check was so easy. They know you've been in an aircraft before, so they just said, okay, put all your stuff on there. I didn't even have to take out my laptop and stuff, they just... That was nice. So now the lounge on my 10-hour layover, almost as long as the first flight, so let's see if I will fall asleep. Maybe I will check out the rest area first, because the lounge is only for 3 hours and I'm not hungry at the moment, so I don't want to waste my entry ticket now. So, welcome to Taipei. We made it to the lounge after the 14-hour flight. Now I'm happy to take a shower, sponsored by the Priority Pass Lounge. And yeah, I still have 3 flights coming today, so I will fly to Hong Kong on the China Airlines 747 in upper deck in economy class, which is nice. And I will come back here later on EVA Air, the 777, and fly to Manila on the A350. So I'm just going to take the shower and see you later. Yeah, that was a very nice shower. So now some final thoughts about the China Airlines A350 flight from Los Angeles to Taipei. The 14-hour flight was my longest flight yet, and I have to say it was a really smooth experience. There was a ton of leg room, which was nice. And the meal service was, I'm not so sure, I did expect a little bit more. I mean, after departure there was a snack service with drinks, and then about 1.5 hours after departure they served the meal, which was a good quantity, yeah, but the taste was not really, I mean, there was missing some flavor. From the Asian meals I usually expect something flavorful, and the Americans didn't quite hit that. Yeah, then the cabin was dark for the whole flight, so I got some good hours, some 8 hours of sleep I guess. And before landing I just started to watch a movie, which I didn't finish. And then the breakfast was served and we arrived in Taipei, so overall it didn't feel that long because I slept most of the time. Some things I could improve, maybe the drink services. I mean, if you fly 14 hours you have to drink like 2, 3, 4 liters maybe, which actually I didn't do. I bought a bottle of water in Los Angeles, which was good, but other than that there was not enough drink services. I'm not so sure what happened while I was asleep, but the cabin crew didn't seem to come around and serve drinks, so that was kind of missing. Yeah. So if you fly this long, make sure to bring your own water, or bring a bottle of water, empty it, and then ask the crew to fill it up for you so you have something to drink on your seat. Yeah, other than that it was a really pleasant flight, and now I'm looking forward to the 747 flight to Hong Kong, which is just 1.5 hours, but in upper deck, so that's kind of strange to fly economy class on the upper deck. So if you don't want to miss the 747 flight to Hong Kong, make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow the rest of the Around the World trip. Have a nice day. Bye.